Production funding and educational outreach for BizKids is provided by a coalition of America's credit unions, where people are worth more than money. A complete list of individual credit union funders is available at wxxi.org.
Every day, America's credit unions help members with their financial needs and with programs like Invest in America. It's only fitting that credit unions support BizKids because financial education is what we do. Learn more at lovemycreditunion.org.
Coming this fall on the BizKids television network, it's the adventures of Super Entrepreneur.
Look, up in the sky.
It's an A380.
It's the B-2. It's Super Entrepreneur.
Yes, it's Super Entrepreneur. Able to identify a need, solve problems, Super Entrepreneur can harness the energy and creativity to come up with a business that grows faster than a speeding bullet. She's more powerful than a locomotive, with profits that jump really high. It's Super Entrepreneur.
Are you like a superhero?
When making money is the aim, these kids, they bring their game. They're the BizKids.
Can you dig it?
They know what's up and let you know just how to make that dough. They're the BizKids. So learn a little more about bringing money through the door. They're the BizKids.
Right on.
Brought to you by Opportunities. See one? Do something about it.
Some people think that starting a business is a big step. But what entrepreneurs know that you might not is that starting a business is never one big step.
That's right. There's a lot of little steps that you have to take. And the most important thing is to be excited about taking those little steps.
Every business starts with someone's idea. And a good entrepreneur can take that idea and make it a reality. They find a need, they make a plan, they keep going, and they learn from their mistakes. It does take a lot of steps.
But for an entrepreneur, the most important step is the first one. We'll get going.
Even in space, entrepreneurs contribute to the enormous task of putting man on the moon.
And now, another exciting episode of Amazing Entrepreneurs.
Hi, my name is Jeff Bezos. I'm the founder and CEO of Amazon.com. An entrepreneur is not just somebody who starts a business. I think it's a way of thinking. How can I invent a way of doing something new? One of the most unusual things that happened, it is very different from what we planned, is that the company grew so much more quickly than we expected. And you will face those problems. You'll probably face some more that you also didn't anticipate, but at least you'll be a step ahead of the game when you write your business plan. There are a whole bunch of mistakes that we've made, and the important thing is you go forward and learn from our mistakes, correct them, and move on to new, fresh mistakes.
One thing that all entrepreneurs have in common, they know how to identify a need. And once they do... What are you doing?
It doesn't work.
Change the batteries.
I don't have any batteries.
Well, put it away. I'm trying to do this.
Do you have any batteries?
No, I don't have any batteries.
Battery butler at your service.
Battery butler?
Yes, you'd be surprised just how many people need batteries.
Yeah, I'll take 4 AA.
Certainly, sir.
Sweet.
Thank you, sir. Battery butler.
As I was saying, all entrepreneurs know how to identify a need. And once they do, they can...
Receipt robot. Save your receipts. I am receipt robot. Save your receipts. I am receipt robot.
Do you mind?
Save your receipts. Save your receipts. I am receipt. Did I remind you to save your receipts? Receipt robot here. Robot. Receipt. Save your receipts. Save your receipts. Save your receipts. Robot.
I can't turn it off.
Well, do something.
Save your receipts. Save. I am receipt. Robot.
Robot removal.
Robot removal?
Yeah, you know, you'd be surprised how many people need robots removed.
Thanks. Yeah, we get them out.
Save your receipts. I am receipt. Did I remind you to...
Now, Lauren, you were saying something about finding a need or something?
Never mind.
I am receipt robot. Save your receipts.
Especially for young entrepreneurs, I think the key to business success is to do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. I can't say I've ever really been afraid of failure. I don't take no for an answer. When I'm sure I can do something and when I really want to pursue something, I won't stop until I do. My name's Nick Ravani. I have two companies. Don't Fret Productions distributes the guitar products, which covers guitar and bass, of course. And then Fretless Finger Guides, the sister company, covers violin, viola, all of the orchestra products. I started with the Don't Fret Note Map. Up here we have the Don't Fret Note Map, which was the original, which soon then expanded into the Don't Fret Chord Map, which you can see on the guitar here. It's color-coded, so you can see there's a key right up here which shows what the colors for each individual chord are. I first came up with the idea when I was about 5. I was at a music lesson, and coming out of the lesson, I saw another kid who was probably about 5 or 6, literally crying because he couldn't figure out where to put his fingers on the guitar neck. And I went home that evening and got some saran wrap, some kitchen wrap, and put that under my guitar neck, cut out scissor holes for where the frets would be, and used the Sharpie to put dots on the saran wrap for where all the notes are, and came out and showed it to my parents, and they kind of looked at each other and said, we might have an idea here. Don't Fret was not really started as a business venture. Don't Fret was actually started as a project to help kids learn to play guitar. And then after that, I realized that I can accomplish that goal and make some money in the process. When I first started marketing my product, I was probably about 9 or 10 years old, and I just started bringing product in a briefcase into local music stores, and I'd put it on a guitar and show it to the sales clerks there. A lot of the time, they didn't even let me get that far. They'd see this 9 or 10-year-old walking into the store and assume that they probably didn't know what they were talking about or weren't for real or so on and so forth. But finally, American Music here picked it up, and it started selling really well. It was a challenge to get it in the first store, but once I got it in one store and it started to get a sales record behind it, other stores immediately started picking it up. I'm not quite sure if I'm the world's youngest patent holder or not. There's another kid that got a patent within 2 weeks of mine, and we're not actually sure who filed first, so I'm either the first or second youngest patent holder. Which are selling better right now, the note maps or the chord maps? My secret to success is trying to manage my time as best I can, making myself lists and trying to stay to them, and pursuing things. I didn't ever really consider giving up. I knew that I had a good idea and I was going to see it through.
What is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a visionary. They see things in ways other people might not. They see potential in things other people might have missed. Things like problems that need to be solved or new trends or advances in technology. And sometimes they just invent stuff. Thomas Edison, he worked day and night tirelessly to create new and better inventions. Ever heard of the record player? How about the electric light? How about movies? Yeah, he invented those. Bill Gates, he had a dream that one day there would be a computer in every household, and he worked to make that dream into a reality. You might be watching me on a computer right now.
Whoa, I am.
Entrepreneurs are everywhere. Are you one?
The New York Yankees, trailing 2-1. They have a runner in scoring position. 2 out in the 9th inning. The count goes up, so do the tensions. It's a home run, so now it's back to New York and baseball destiny.
My name is Dustin Sattler. I love all things baseball. I'm an entrepreneur. I invented a baseball bat company. It's Sat Bats. There's a difference between my bats and other bats. The material is one of the main differences. This is a typical Sat bat. It's a 2-tone bamboo. Most bats aren't made out of bamboo. They're made out of either maple or ash, so it's a big difference. It's stronger than maple and ash bats. I designed the weights, sizes, lengths, logo, color. Yeah, I have an employee. He's right there. He sells the bats for me in the city. He's my New York rep.
I play on a summer team with a lot of kids, and they come to my house and I show them the bats, and they buy them. Well, I have to pay them a certain amount of money back for each bat I sell, and after that amount, I can sell them for however much I want.
Now this one, this is my bat. A lot of good hits with this bat. I play baseball 7 days a week. Of course, I gotta hit the ball. Oh, well, I play on a team, a travel team, and I also play on my school team.
Good game. Thank you. Good game.
I love all things baseball. I love baseball. This is my collection. Here's an Ichiro and Barry Bonds signed baseball. Reggie Jackson, Joe Torre, Pete Rose. This is an article about me and my bat company in the New York Times. Not a bad picture. Here's Derek Jeter. I got this when I gave baseball cards to a hospital. Tom Seaver, and there are only 10 of these in the world. My bats retail for $60, and I've earned well into the 4 figures. And here's one of my sat bats, signed by Derek Jeter. Oops, that'll involve some cleaning up. The first bat was not a perfect bat because it takes a long time to develop it, and you have to get through the weights, the lengths, the sizes, the logo, everything. But once I got all that done, it makes it a lot easier to order them.
What was that?
That was a knuckleball, James. Are you kidding me? What I've learned from my company is you don't have to be in the majors to be a pro. Don't do that again, I say.
Dustin here, he's quite a biz kid.
Entrepreneurs can become financially successful by knowing what they would like to do, learning to communicate successfully, understanding how business works, creating a financial plan, acquiring startup capital, and understanding ethics.
In any successful business, you will find someone like me, someone who is optimistic and takes risks.
Some people say motorcyclists are the thrill-happiest sportsmen around. Some say skiers are. So
it started when I was a skier. I was a professional skier.
And if you're not the type to whimper at a fractured skull, you gotta admit it could be fun.
But I wasn't good enough to go make the team, the Olympic team, so I started my own business.
On with the race.
I think risk is really important because it's fun. And if you embrace risk, proper amount of risk, it can be really exciting and invigorating. My name is Peter Van Stolk, and I get paid to make Jones Soda. Cheers. Sweet. Risk is really important because there's a saying that you miss every shot you don't take. Jones was a risk. Everything I've done has been a risk. But that's the cool thing, because if you don't try, what happens, man? Jones Soda is not your parents' soda company. Oh yeah, we got Whoop Ass, we've got Energy, we just bought a vitamin company. Throw some names, come on there. My God, what else do we have? Help me here, people.
I actually drink more of our organics brand. I'm the organics brand manager, so I gotta support my line, right?
And we've got organic teas that, here, how does a soda company go in organic? We wanted to have a soda company that people could send their photos and make it theirs. For example, this person is Marty Park. Marty sent a squirrel in, so this squirrel is Marty. No one can get on a box of Wheaties, but everyone can get on a bottle of Jones. The advice about money is not to be scared by it. Money is part of what will help you and get to where you want to go. And it's a very simple game, is that if you spend more than you have, you'll have no money. You save more than you spend, and you'll always have money. That's the game.
It's time for the BizKid $1 million question of the day. How do you spell entrepreneur?
So if I spell it wrong, you won't use it? Want me to right now?
Go for it. Awful speller.
Why are we the worst spellers ever?
Does it begin with an I or an E?
Well, it starts with an E and goes on from there.
E-N-T-R-E. Really want me to spell entrepreneur?
A?
E?
U? I don't know. R, wait, R?
It's kind of hard to do under pressure.
U-N-E-R? I don't know.
N-E-U-R? P-R-E-N-E-U-R. I got it. Did I do that right? You don't know, do you? Did I do it wrong?
And now, another great moment in history.
What's this? It's just an old spring, right?
And this is just an old pie plate. Or is it?
Entrepreneurs have a knack for seeing possibilities that others don't. Like this. Most of us would just see an ordinary spring. But in 1943, an engineer named Richard James saw that he could make a spring walk. He and his wife Betty saw potential for a new toy, and since then, 300 million have been sold.
And this is an old pie plate, but not to some students at Yale in the 1940s who realized if they threw it correctly, it would float. Then a guy named Walter Frederick Morrison redesigned the idea, and in 1948, toy history was made.
Those people saw new uses for ordinary items. If you can find a new and useful function for something, then you have a great opportunity to be an entrepreneur.
Then you can let your career soar. Andy!
Yahoo!
6-2. And this just in. Entrepreneur is still on the run. He was last seen at the bank with a business plan, dreaming big, goal in mind, and not taking no for an answer.
It was dark. Seems the city gets like that at nighttime. Oh, it wasn't that dark. My head felt like the southbound D train was barreling through it, but I had work to do. I gave my pal Sergeant Sawbuck a description to watch for. She said she'd found a guy named Preneur. You're a real pal. What do you got?
I matched up your description perfectly. Optimistic, enthusiastic, believe in themselves, ability to identify a need, take innovative and creative approach to problems, learn from their mistakes, and tend to take action.
Something's wrong here. I expect to get one pigeon and I get a whole flock. So which one's Andre?
Andre? Who's Andre? Andre who?
You said you'd found Andre Preneur.
I said the people matching your description were entrepreneurs.
So you haven't found Andre yet?
The adventures of Super Entrepreneur!
I'm an action hero. I identify a need and then I take action, and most importantly, I believe in myself. In any successful business, you will find someone like me, someone who is dedicated and optimistic, and someone who takes risks and learns from their mistakes. That's the foundation of any successful business. That's an entrepreneur!
Okay, thanks.
When I started Amazon.com, I wasn't afraid that we would fail. What I really was afraid of was not trying. There comes a point where if you want to start a business, you have a choice. You can either do it or not do it.
My name is Rosie Koppelman, and I'm a BizKid. I make earrings out of like beads and wire, and then I sell them at stores around town. I make a lot of stuff for my friends. I usually try out some new ideas on them, like I just give them earrings and ask them how they like it. Then I was just making this jewelry and stuff, and I was just giving it as gifts, and then somebody told me that I should try selling them. There was like this one day where I just went down and I tried all the jewelry stores and stuff, and everybody just said no. A lot of stores didn't really want to buy from me because, you know, I'm a kid, so they didn't think I could really make good stuff. Some people were just like, oh, we don't have room, why don't you go try this place? And I have some more. There was this one store that I went to and she was like, okay, I'll buy some from you, and I thought she was joking.
I'm gonna buy these 3.
Okay.
And can I write you a check?
Mm-hmm.
Great. I love Rosie's stuff. It's well made, and I don't know, it's just like so cute.
I almost didn't go in there. I almost just gave up.
The product is moving, and says, you know, it's all in that.
It's always worth a try. You have nothing to lose, so you shouldn't give up. Don't get discouraged too easily. When I see that somebody bought stuff, I'm just like, wee.
What's this? I'm opening up my own makeup salon. Really? It's gonna be huge, very high fashion.
Do you even know anything about makeup?
I've seen our makeup artist do it.
Okay, when you're deciding to start a business, it's important to pick something that you know. What are you good at? What do you love? Like bikes, skateboarding, or fashion design, or music. The more you know and love something, the easier it will be to figure out what it needs, what will make it better. And that's how most good businesses are born.
But makeup looks so cool.
Yeah, but are you good at it? Do you know it?
How hard can it be? See?
I think you might want to do a little bit more research.
Is that not your color palette?
Pick something that you know
That's the best way to success.
Being an entrepreneur has so many challenges and is so difficult and requires so much relentlessness that if you don't follow your passions, you'll get tired before you find success. The best advice that I can give you is focus obsessively on your customers, invent on their behalf, and make sure you're doing it in an area where you have passion.
I love to play. We both love to play, and even if it's a bad day, when you start playing, it just, everything becomes right.
I love to play, yeah. It's my passion, and I can't imagine not doing it. We're the Connie sisters, Shantae and Chanel Karam Connie, and we play violin and cello duets. Sometimes it's hard to imagine that you could make a business out of something you really, really love to do.
I think it was sort of both of our ideas. Like, our thoughts are kind of intertwined. But we needed a way to make some money because just to, you know, it started out by if we wanted to get something and didn't want to have to ask our parents for money. So that's how it started.
Mom!
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 Sergeant!
Sergeant's in here!
Sergeant! Well, we play for retirement homes, we play for farmers markets, the zoo, anything that we could, anywhere we'll play for. Profit. My sister Shantae manages our finances, mostly. I trust her. We're very close.
We make $50 an hour, so for any given gig, it's at least $150 to possibly $200. So each month, maybe $300 to $700.
We also have a knitting business called The Knitted Sheep, where we knit scarves and hats and sell them.
Yes, we do make money with our knitting business.
We're making lots of money.
Yeah. Entrepreneur. E-N-T-R-E-P-R-E-N-E-U-R.
When you're afraid to fail, it helps you get like this boost of, because you don't want to fail, so you work even harder, and then when the time comes, your product is better and the best that it could possibly be.
We do have a business plan for our violin and cello business.
Just a plain notebook, and we write all the dates of our performances, how much we made.
It helps to do it at least once a year so that we can look again at our goals and
keep on
figure
track.
out what, keep on track basically. We definitely run a business, and it's easy to forget because we love to do it.
Some entrepreneurs identify needs that have nothing to do with goods and services or profit or return.
Some needs are more basic than others, like feeding the hungry, fighting disease, or doing something positive with your community.
Social entrepreneurs use the same entrepreneurial principles to create, organize, and manage their own venture to make social change.
And success is not based on how much money is made.
With social entrepreneurs, it matters how big an impact you make on your society, your town, your city, your country, your world.
For further exploration. 20 years.
This is certainly the biggest business enterprise I've ever done. I did a little bit of dog walking and a little bit of babysitting, but this is much bigger. I'm Laura DeSaro. I am a social entrepreneur, somebody who uses business to make a difference in the community. This is my local playground back here, and I've played on it ever since I was born. You know, I grew up here. Over the years, a lot of the equipment was taken out due to safety concerns and just getting old. So early last summer, I was down at the park with a friend, and it suddenly struck me just how much equipment was really gone. The whole thing just looked sad and run down. So we decided to do something about it. Lemonade, cookies, help fix up Matthew's Beach Playground. We set up a lemonade stand, and we sold lemonade and freshly baked cookies every day this summer from 10 in the morning till 8 at night every day. Our original goal, we thought we might be able to raise as much as $2,000 to get maybe a spring rider or a little digger back. People told us that maybe we'd raise a few $100s. They told us not to be disappointed if we didn't get as much money as we thought we would, that it's a big goal for such little kids. but we didn't listen to them. Well, we got way, way more than $2,000. Soon we were baking over 13 dozen cookies every morning. The stand was always mobbed with people wanting the lemonade.
$12,100 now.
We ended up raising $13,000. It was just amazing. We're going to get a merry-go-round over there. Some diggers where you pull the handles and you scoop up sand. We're going to get spring riders. Those are the ones where you sit in it and you rock back and forth. And we're getting this cool thing called an accelerator, where it's a spinning platform. You hold on and you lean, you get going round and round and round in circles. I definitely think I'm an entrepreneur now. I didn't think I would before. You know, I didn't even know what an entrepreneur was, but this is definitely a business. Seeing this equipment going is just amazing. I can't believe it. That I did this with my lemonade stand, that this is the money right behind us.
Lemonade! Cookies! Help fix up Matthew's Beach Playground!
Entrepreneurs, they have vision when others can't see.
Confidence when others have doubt.
And discipline when others can't focus. But most importantly,
They never give up.
now that's an entrepreneur.
Now that's a BizKid.
So remember, if you believe in yourself, if you have the ability to identify a need, if you take innovative and creative approaches to solving problems, if you can learn from your mistakes, then you can be an entrepreneur. And that's a real action hero.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please turn the monitor, because this is awful.
5, 6, 7, 8.
You got my laugh. Believe me, you don't want to see me dance.
Then you have a great opportunity to be an entrepreneur.
Then you can let your career soar. Oh, you're over there!
It's Slinky, for fun it's a wonderful toy. It's fun for a girl and a boy.
Hey, do you know a successful business?
Maybe you're a biz kid. If so, we want to hear about it. Got some video? We want to see it.
So check out BizKids.com to find out all the details. And maybe we'll see you on the show.
Yeah, like us.
What's so special about us?
We're on TV.
Does make us pretty special.
Yeah.
Just check out the website, because if you're a biz kid, we want to hear from you.
Production funding and educational outreach for BizKids is provided by a coalition of America's credit unions, where people are worth more than money. A complete list of individual credit union funders is available at wxxi.org.
Every day, America's credit unions help members with their financial needs and with programs like Invest in America. It's only fitting that credit unions support BizKids because financial education is what we do. Learn more at lovemycreditunion.org.